talking about compromise all over the place. And yet, when I saw the paper today, I was livid that it was a totally partisan vote last week. Every Democrat voted against it, and every Republican voted for it. Where is the compromise in Columbus?
That's a very good question. Well, each one of us has a vote, so we have to make a decision whether we're going to move the budget forward as it's been proposed, or whether we're going to criticize it, or offer an alternative to the bill that we have in front of us. Those are the decisions that we had to make.
The other alternative would be raising taxes.
Every single Republican thought it was the best bill, and every single Democrat thought it was the worst bill.
No,
I think
I don't think
that's
anybody
it.
thought it was a great bill.
But
You didn't say
the numbers show there's no compromise.
Can I say something?
Numbers aren't truly
In
reflective of the experience.
In Finance Committee, I worked with many Democrats to restore some of the funding, like the food banks. Those amendments got accepted by the committee. There were things we were able to work together, but when it comes out, you have to make a decision on the floor. Do you like the whole bill, or don't you? And unfortunately, there were some things that Democrats liked in the bill, but they weren't going to be able to vote all the way. But they did get some. We were able to get compromise and bringing some of the food bank dollars to. Didn't get what we all wanted, but we were able to reach across the aisle on some of the low county funding process, local government fund issues. We were able to reach across and work together. But when it came out to see on the final vote, that's where the vote stands.
It wasn't because of partisan politics. It was a hard vote, and if you're not in the majority, you don't have to vote yes. It's an easy vote to vote no. And that's what happened. The day before, we passed a very bipartisan vote, a sentencing reform bill. So it isn't that there's no cooperation across the aisle.
It's not as interesting.
So we've had a number of very good cooperative votes, and there were a lot of complimentary things said in both directions. But when it came down to there was also some pretty weird stuff said too. But if you watch the debate,
But it doesn't say to the public we're working together. It
Well,
does not.
Unfortunately,
say
we
that.
can't rely.
You're right.
We can't decide the whole picture by only seeing part of it. If you read the newspaper and you have that as your only form of accountability to what's truly happening, I invite you to come visit. And
I wrote you. I've emailed you, folks. So I'm doing that.
Right.
But I'm saying the perception is
That's-
not a good one.